Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about something I haven't talked about in a long time, and it is on the subject of my agoraphobia and my mental health. I know I talk about it a lot in my intros, but I usually use Fridays to talk about this kind of stuff. And I am going to do my makeup at the same time because I need something to do with my hands. Okay, so hi, if you are new here, my name is Jennifer and I do talk about makeup related topics and I do unboxings and sometimes, yeah, on a rare occasion, I do talk about agoraphobia and mental health issues like today. And if you're interested in that or interested in some of those topics, or all of those topics, then I highly suggest you hit subscribe and hit that notification bell and set it to all so that you're notified every time that I upload a video. So if you are into today's topic, then hang tight because we are getting right into it. Okay, thank you for joining me today and clicking on this video. Whether you are a new time, okay, I don't do a lot of chatty get ready with me's. I do get ready with me's, but I'm usually talking about the makeup. So, okay, I guess that's enough. Okay, so I might stop and talk a lot. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. So, this I usually do like at the beginning of the month, like a goals video. Like, what are my goals for the month? What did I accomplish last month? Well, I haven't accomplished much in the last couple of months. And I haven't really set my goals too wide, too far. I haven't really expected a lot from myself. And I haven't been doing many videos where I just talk about agoraphobia in general, subjects about agoraphobia like I used to, because I haven't been going out and I don't feel very inspired. And the main reason is I haven't been going out because I don't want to get sick. One thing you should know about me is I hate getting sick. And with this latest variant that's out, everybody and their grandmother and their dogs are getting sick. And I've got Aaron already going out. They're making him go to work like 2 times a week. And I've got Chloe going to school. And Aaron is always doing runs to the grocery store and such. And I don't want to chance it any more than that. So I don't want to come on here and inspire people to go out and get sick. So that's been kind of my reasoning for not going out. Now we can just leave it at that and say that that's why I haven't been going out. But that's not the only thing that's been going on behind the scenes. But I will tell you one thing I did accomplish this month in January. I was forced to go out and get some dental work done. I was in denial for the longest time that I had cracked my tooth, a molar, in the back here, in the very back, until it finally just started hurting really badly. And then I couldn't see the dentist for like several days. So I was in pain for several days. And I didn't feel like filming. So that's why you didn't get a lot of content from me last week. And I had to go in to see the dentist. And, I had a broken molar. And the nerve was dying. And of course, they wanted to do a root canal and put a crown on it and do all this stuff that would cost a lot of money. And I was like, just pull the tooth, please. It'll take one for the team. I'd already lost a molar on this side years ago. And so I went back in the next day and they pulled the tooth out. It's still very sore. But what can I expect? That's just how it is. So that's what I did this month. I was very afraid because who wants to make their only exposure therapy for the month be going out to the dentist, of all places? But I did fine. I didn't have any panic attacks or anything like that. They were very nice and very gentle. I didn't even have to have gas. But here's the main thing that's going on. Back last year, I may have mentioned this in some of my videos. My brother, I live in his rent house, okay? Our lease is up in May, and he told us back in September of last year, I would say, that he was not going to renew our lease. That he was going to sell the house and we were going to have to find somewhere else to live. And to someone who is agoraphobic, and we have lived in this house for 4 years, to tell somebody that they're going to have to give up their safe space is very painful, very traumatic. And our sort of short-term solution was to move in with my parents. And pay them rent. The only problem is they live on the other side of my town, which is far away from my daughter's school, her middle school. She's only in 7th grade, which means she would have to change schools. Now, she's already had to change schools once when we moved completely to a completely different town. And that was traumatic enough for her. And if we moved to my parents' house, she would have to change schools again. And I don't really want to do that to her again, because she has all new friends. She's older now, so when you're younger, it's easier to make friends. I think when you're a little older, especially in middle school, it's kind of harder to fit in. You know, does that make sense? And I started seeing my parents' house differently. I didn't want to go over to my parents' house anymore because my parents started talking about letting us have the house and us paying their mortgage for them and having them move out to a smaller apartment. And that just made me feel really guilty about taking their house from them. And because they were saying we couldn't all live in that house. So I started not wanting to go over to their house anymore, not wanting to see my parents, not really wanting to talk to them on the phone. So I ended up missing Christmas activities with my parents. And I just felt really guilty. And finally I told Aaron, look, let's just find a place of our own near Chloe's school and not worry about moving in with my parents. And he's like, okay, that makes sense. We just talked about this last month. And I'm like, the time's getting close. We need to start looking for places. Maybe we can get a bigger place. because this place is so small. And then we paid February's rent. And then my brother says, I'm not selling the house after all. Y'all can stay another year. And I'm like, okay, great. Chloe can stay the last year in junior high, middle school, whatever you want to call it. We'll stay another year. There's only one high school in our town. So after she's out of middle school, we'll stay here one more year. We have a year to think about this. We'll stay here one more year, and then we can move anywhere we want in our town. We're not bound by... Because here, I don't know if it's like this in every state, but here, in our school district, it's like where you live is dependent. Where you go to school is dependent upon where you live. So she goes to this junior high because we live in this area. But since we only have one high school, we can live anywhere in this town. So it doesn't matter. So I'm kind of very relieved now. But Aaron and I promised each other, we've got to clean up this house because it is in such a state. We haven't, since September, we haven't cared for it. We've just been like putting things in places because we're like, well, we're going to move anyway. We'll just deal with it when we move. Kind of attitude. You know? So our house is a complete wreck right now. So these are kind of some of the feelings I've been having lately. Some of the things I've been going through. Yeah. I'm very glad we're not moving. Okay, I'm gonna finish my eyes off the camera and then I will be right back, okay? Okay, if you're wondering what palette I used, I'm using the Naked 3. I bought this at Black Friday time, and I'm just now getting around to using it for the first time. I kind of like it. It has those rose shadows that are very popular right now. So I just wanted to see what those old naked palettes were like. And it's a pretty good palette for the 3 shades that I used on it. Or 4 shades. So yeah, do I have any goals for this month? Well, I have to go to my psychiatrist appointment next week. And Aaron and I were talking about going out for lunch for Valentine's Day. But really, like I said, I don't want, this variant going around seems to be getting everybody. And I hate being sick. Yeah. I know some people say it's just the cold, but it still doesn't sound very pleasant. So I don't know how many of these kind of videos you're really going to see from me lately, because I don't really want to encourage people to go, because I'm all about exposure therapy. But I don't really want to encourage people to go outside. And that's just me. If I'm not doing it, I don't really expect other people to be doing it. Okay, I'm going to come a bit closer so you can see my look. Just a second. Okay, here is the look. If you can see it, this was the palette, and this is what it looks like if you've never seen it before. And, yeah, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. And, leave me a big thumbs up if you like this video, and it really helps my channel, and all that, and just jazz. And, okay. Alright, I hope you are having a fantastic day out there today, and yeah, if you are not, I hope something comes along and picks up your day so that you can have a wonderful rest of your week into the weekend or week whenever you are watching this. And if you are having an especially hard time, then I am sending out those good vibes to you. Those good vibes to you. And just remember to stay strong and stay healthy, and remember to always stay safe out there. And I will see you in my next video. Okay, goodbye.